Have you noticed? Surely you've noticed. Jamaica does not have a lot of people, but it is famous. The food, the music, the way they speak. Yeah, man. The dance, beautiful women. What other nation is so few in number, but is so famous? I don't know. There's something about Jamaica, man.
Rastafari is one of the most powerful movements in this world. Look at what the music has done. Rastafari has created one of the largest political parties around the world by virtue of how many people relate and invest in that. But it's like we keep on partying. Reggae music, as a child of Rastafari, has liberated so many countries. Here the ones in South Africa tell you that when they were marching through the streets and they were fighting against apartheid, it was Bob Marley's songs that they were using in the streets. That's just one country. There have been many. That is what Rastafari represents. African liberation, my sister. African liberation. Black people liberation. Humanity liberation. Step beyond the color. Human beings. Mm-hmm. That is why we were ostracized for so long.
Jamaican culture is a vibe. Can you tell me, why are Jamaican people excellent at everything?
Girl,
but literally
it's in our DNA.
Everything. Like, what is in the water? Like, what is in the in the genetics? Like, whether you go into athletics, whether you go into entertainment, whether you're doing behind the scenes, like whatever it is, like something about being Jamaican is the sauce.
We just love being the best at things. Like,
is that what it is?
And we just want to do things really well, and we're kind of relentless and we don't stop.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. I don't know where we get like the tenacity from, but we have the tenacity and the audacity. I know, because I was in New York for 10 years. I didn't live in Brooklyn, where I feel like I could have gotten it, or even in Queens, where I feel like I could have gotten it even more. But I feel like you just get like crazy respect for like Jamaican culture, food, vibes, people. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's what's great about like Toronto, New York, is that you're so immersed in it. Yeah. I would say Toronto is more heavy on Jamaican culture. In my experience in Brooklyn, it's more a variety of Caribbean cultures. Like, it's a good mix.
Okay.
But Toronto is very heavy on like Jamaican specific culture.
From the slang you hear in viral TikToks, to the beats behind chart-topping hits, to the style, swag, food, and even spiritual vibes, Jamaican culture is everywhere. But here's the million-dollar question. Why is that the world copies Jamaican culture so freely, yet almost never gives Jamaica the credit it deserves? It's as if the source is erased, while the source is devoured. In this video, we are diving deep into the roots of the cultural erasure and why Jamaica, despite influencing the globe, keeps being left out of the spotlight.
Jamaica is one of the countries on earth that took over the world by capturing, occupying, and settling in the hearts of the people without ever firing a single bullet, without terrorizing, humiliating, or enslaving the indigenous people, and all that through the unstoppable power and the rhythm of reggae music. But even beyond that, the greatest gift Jamaica ever gave the world, one of the things Jamaica gave the world forever was, let me take this out, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and that's the Star Line.
I don't care what nobody says. Jamaica is one of the most influential black countries on this planet Earth. On this planet Earth, hands down, Jamaicans is one of the most influential people on this planet that will stand against anything. I don't care. Back in the day, everyone had to claim to be Jamaican to be accepted. I don't care. Nowadays, everyone's being accepted. Everybody's music is being accepted. Everything's being accepted. But we were standing out when none of us was really accepting. When they weren't even accepting black music, when they weren't even accepting them spaces, we were still standing out there and telling people exactly who we were and what we represent. And that is the reason why we stand as one of the most influential countries on this planet. And I don't care what nobody says, because we're a country of 3 million people. We're a country of 3 million people, and we influence from our lands all the way that way and all the way that way. Okay? So I just want to shout out. To all my Jamaicans. And I just wanted to shout out to all the people that love Jamaica, because we're one influential motherfucking country, and nobody can tell me differently. And I respect my country highly, and I will always talk about my country highly because we're one of the top. And I don't care, the haters can come, but we are one of the most influential countries, and the reason why corporations and brands and everybody will continuously to watch what we're doing year on year on year, because we set records, period.
So the Jamaican culture has always punched above its weight, a small island with global influence, from reggae to dancehall, patois to Rastafarianism, Jack cuisine to dreadlocks. The essence of Jamaica has been borrowed, repackaged and sold by people and industries who often leave the name Jamaica out of the conversation entirely. Think about it. Popular phrases like Wagwan and Erie are casually thrown around by influencers and celebrities, yet few acknowledge their Jamaican roots. Major fashion brands have commodified dreadlocks without respecting the spiritual or cultural origins. Even the music industry has continuously used Jamaican beats, samples and slang from reggaeton to hip-hop and Afrobeats, yet rarely elevates actual Jamaican artists. Because Jamaica is often seen as a vibe, a trend, a mood, but not a people. The world is quick to embrace the coolness of Jamaican culture, but uncomfortable crediting the Caribbean history, struggle, and genius behind it. This is cultural appropriation in plain sight, where the creations are loved but the creators are erased. Part of the reason is systematic. Mainstream media and Western culture often center Eurocentric narratives, and when non-Western countries like Jamaica innovate, their impact is absorbed without citation. Another part is classist and racial. Black and Caribbean cultures are seen as raw material to mine, not intellectual property to protect. And the worst part, many Jamaicans themselves are unaware of just how much their culture has been globalized without recognition. From Drake using patois to fashion labels selling Rasta-style clothes, the exploitation is deep. But it's time to change that. Jamaica is not just an influence, it's the origin. And until the world learns to respect the root as much as the fruits, the cycle of silent theft will continue. If you've ever said "Yamon," dance to the dancehall beat, or worn a dreadlock wig or a festival and didn't know where it came from, this video is your wake-up call. Share this, talk about it, give credit where it's long overdue.